She's so fine. Hell blows my mind. Hell lights my day.
What's good, guys? Today is Wednesday, December the 2nd, 2020. I wanted to do a video regarding the Kenneka Jenkins case. This article isn't specifically related to the Kenneka Jenkins case, but I'm going to tie it into it because there are a lot of people in the J4K community that don't believe in the possibility that the Rosemont Police Department and or the Chicago Police Department are capable of doing dirty things. And I want to show you firsthand that that is very possible. That is a real possibility. And there was a lot of things that were done in this investigation regarding Kenneka Jenkins that was wrong. I'm just going to go ahead with the article. This is from the Department of Justice, Office of Public Affairs, and it's dated November the 16th, 2020. A lot of people are kind of asleep when it comes to this type of stuff, but there are police departments that have been infiltrated by different organizations, the KKK, gangs, Aryan Nation. Okay, so, excuse me. This is what this article is regarding. Former police officer and Gangster Disciples member sentenced to prison. A former DeKalb County, Georgia, police officer and member of the Gangster Disciples was sentenced to 15 years in prison, followed by 5 years of supervised release for racketeering conspiracy involving murder, announced Acting Assistant Attorney General Brian C. Rabbit of the Justice Department's Criminal Division and U.S. Attorney Byung J. B.J. Pack of Northern District of Georgia. Vancito Gums, 28, of Stone Mountain, Georgia, claimed to be a hitman for the Gangster Disciples, while at the same time serving as a police officer. Evidence showed that Gums relayed sensitive law enforcement information to the gang and provided a firearm to a fellow gang member. According to the charges and other information presented in court, the Gangster Disciples are a national gang with roots in Chicago, dating back to the 1970s. The gang is highly structured with a hierarchy of leadership positions known as positions of authority or POAs. The gang strictly enforces rules for its members, the most important of which is silence and secrecy, a prohibition on cooperating with law enforcement. Violations of the rule are punishable by death. Evidence at trial showed that the Gangster Disciples were responsible for 24 shootings from 2011 through 2015, including 12 murders. Gums, who had been photographed flashing a hand sign used by the Gangster Disciples, was a self-professed hitman for the gang while serving as a police officer. While he was employed as a DeKalb County police officer, federal agents captured Gums on recorded phone calls with the chief enforcer for the Georgia Gangster Disciples. Evidence showed that during these calls, Gums relayed law enforcement information to the gang and provided a firearm to the fellow gang member. On later calls, the chief enforcer noted that he had Gangster Disciples police officers at his disposal. Among other criminal activity, the Gangster Disciples engaged in the commission of murders. The jury found that Gums joined or remained in the racketeering conspiracy while knowing and agreeing that the gang engaged in murder. This case was investigated by the FBI, Atlanta Police Department, and DeKalb County Police Department. Principal Deputy Chief Kim S. Dammers of the Criminal Division's Organized Crime and Gang Section, Assistant Attorneys Ryan K. Buchanan, Deputy Chief of the Violent Crime and National Security Section, Aaron N. Spritzer of the Northern District of Georgia, and Trial Attorney Connor Mulrow of OCGS prosecuted the case. The year 2020 marks the 150th anniversary of the Department of Justice. So, there you have it. This person who was a known... Let me correct that. This person who was a gangster disciple was able to join the police department as a gangster disciple and use his available resources to benefit the gang. If that doesn't scare you, I don't know what would. That is a very scary thing. Now, this is just one case where the person got caught. Now, you think of how many other cases there are out there of this same exact incident. And you wonder why nobody wants to talk in Chicago? You heard what it said. Silence and secrecy. A prohibition on cooperating with law enforcement. Violations of the rule are punishable by death. I just wanted to bring this article to the channel and let you think about it in relation to the Kenneka Jenkins case and why I personally don't trust the Rosemont Police Department. I just don't. That's my personal opinion. There's just... the investigation was so piss poor to me that something just stinks. And I'm not saying that this is necessarily it, but it could be. It is a real possibility. So I'm going to end this video here, but I thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great day.